That one there's got some really pretty feathers. There's a new little baby. Donine! You doing? I'm hoping I can get, I'll have to work on it tonight so I can get a new package sent off Thursday. Like I said, I'm going to town Thursday. So I'll try to get that done tonight. Well, I got tonight and tomorrow. Grumpy, what's happening? Brent, man. How you doing, Brent? Billy Bones. Have you got a chance shoot that yet, Bones? I hope you have. Or maybe you haven't. I don't know. I don't know what you're gonna do with it. TJ! Woo! TJ's in the house. Holy mackerel. She cooks and roasts. Where you been, girl? Hadn't seen you in a month of Sundays, I bet. Howdy, Clint. Did it work? Did it work, Bones? I hope it worked. I mean, I do okay with mine, but I don't know. How is Brent? And Clint? And Grumpy? Cool, Bones. I'm working on it, and then I'm working on another one right now. Well, there's 4 of them. 4 of them I'm working on, but here's a new one. Oh, dig dang, that's a bummer, buddy. Here's the new one I'm working on. Here, I guess I could drag it out. I don't know if you can see it worth a hoot or not. I had some screw ups on this side, so I had to put in some more, it's got sparklies in it. You really can't see it in the camera, but who knows what that's gonna look like when I get it cut up. I had to put on that one side, I don't know what the heck you want to call it, but I had to put some more resin on it to try to not try, but to flatten it out a little bit. Not flatten it. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm good. Another day above grass. Yeah, that is Teroo. Ooh, look, a little clappy hand. Hey, thanks. Thanks, Grumpy. Yeah, it kind of holds like a Wendigo. Bones. I kind of based that one off of the tomahawk. It's a little different. And then this one here, the goblin, was based off of that one, the wanderer, except it's smaller, see? Just a little different. Drifting flies inspired me to make that one. That's who's getting that blue pink one. It actually kind of is working out. It kind of looks kind of funny in a spot, but it's still gonna shoot, I'm sure. Abby, woohoo! Abby's in the house. Hey Ray, hey Sandy. Yeah, I bet you are, Abby. I'm glad to hear that, Abby. It's not too bad here, Abby. I guess it's a little warm, but it actually feels pretty nice. Or I think it does. Jim, what's happening? Dude, I love that saw. That thing is cool. It's been quite a long back a ways, I guess. But I haven't done it in a minute. But I like to. Well, I did like. I imagine I still do, but I just hadn't been inspired lately to make RC airplanes. And I always thought, oh man, one of them saws would be make. It's so easy to cut the plywood, when you're cutting out, your wood and stuff. Oh, man, those would be so cool. So I think that thing's pretty cool. It is tiny, but I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, hit that like button. T-Bird, woo! I bet your day is going great. How was your ride yesterday, T-Bird? I know you said something about you're going to work in the yard, but you're going to go on a scooter ride. It's been a minute, but I've been thinking about, I've got 3 or 4 plans, like blueprints for some new airplanes. And I don't know, every now and then I've turned around and I just kind of jones every now and then, but they take up so much room when you start to build one. I can show you the plans for Nikki. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. How's Nikki? Yeah, I didn't know they're quite that small. With your hand on that really put it in perspective. I was like, wow, I didn't quite know they're that small, but I knew they were small. I seen them first time I seen them was in God, I can't remember what the heck they call it. Maybe it's called micro fasteners or something, maybe a catalog. But it's kind of like for airplanes, trains, modeling type things. And oh, I bet it was T-Bird. I bet it was Webb. What is happening, brother? I hope you are doing awesome. Sorry, another phone call. Probably. I don't know. Yeah, I think I seen that. I think, but I don't have Facebook. I've been trying to figure out how to get Discord on the dang computer, because I end up forgetting to get on because I don't necessarily hang out with the phone that often. I'm on the phone right now. And it just kind of became a live thing, being on the phone and so forth. And then when that's over, I don't normally get back on it. But I ought to look into Facebook, I guess. I just haven't never. YouTube's the only thing. And it's probably maybe a couple weeks now. It's that Discord thing. The Pawnee Maniac. Mr. Pot Pie himself. Oh, man. Go figure, Jim. No, go figure. Yeah, I know, T-Bird. It is frustrating as heck when you say, what the heck? Why nobody's saying? And then it dawns on me, hey, I wonder if this thing froze. On my phone, there's a little button on the bottom and at the left that I just push it, and then it asks all these little options, and I just push one of the other options, and it goes back, and then when it stops again, I push it again and go back to the other option, and I bounce back and forth. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm always like, oh man, I'm never gonna catch up. Tom, welcome, Tom. Hope your week's going good, Tom. Doggy Bones is in the house. Woo! What's going on, doggy? Racing stuff. Oh man, racing stuff like RC racing stuff or car racing stuff or that kind of racing stuff? Yeah. So yeah, so it locks up and text speech to text. Blah. I've never even tried that yet. Oh, sprints and super modifieds. I used to build modifieds. Gym State, or help. I've helped build pert near 400 of them. I built chassis. I was right after the jig. I'd help the jig man, and then, well, because you put them on a jig at first, and kind of tack them together, and then once it'd come off the jig, I'd go to welding, and then as soon as he'd need help again, it'd flip over to the next guy, and I just kind of bounce back in there, or I'd make parts. And we had I just call it sheet metal, but we had a body section, and then the whole thing. We'd build full cars to just chassis. People bought them in all different ways. Yeah, that was really fun time. Oh yeah. Duh. Sprint cars are my favorite though. I don't know why. I suppose because they're the craziest. I was always, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Duh. But okay, I'm okay. I've never built a sprint car though. I've repaired on one that had been crashed, and then one time we jigged up to work on what the heck were they called? They basically Scully Pop. Woo! What's happening, buddy? Yeah, hit that like button. God, what were they called? They had like motorcycle engines in them. Oh, crap. Some of them looked like little mini sprint cars. Some of them looked like modified cars. Some of them looked like a 30 style cars. They had let's say 650s, 500s. Some of them probably have bigger ones, but that was another one I always wanted to, let's say, make for myself. But good God, they get expensive. I just had to build them. Could never buy one. Yeah, I wasn't a Shriner's car, buddy. These things were like, holy crap. Yeah, maybe that's what legends. That's what they call legends. Legends. Oh my God, them things just. The reason I dug them is because per se, it's still $3,000. But the frames are expensive. All the parts are expensive. $300 axles and crap. But the cool thing is the engines. They're all fairly. Well, I wouldn't call them cheap, but, Scruffy, what's happening? Kyle's in the house. They're just, I don't know, a little cheaper. What did you find this morning, Bones? Uh-oh, what did I miss? I must have missed something. Bones is looking for something. I probably skipped over it trying to catch up. How you feeling, Nikki? Uh-oh, Nikki, you wasn't feeling good? Sprint car ledge. Oh, man, they're super fast, man. Come on, guess. Oh, my God. Okay, I'm going to roll back down to the end. What'd you find? Okay, let me. You found a crap. You found a hoot. That's my guess. You found your give a darn. Oh, maybe it locked up. I bet it may be locked up. Oh, yeah. Yeah, locked up. See, it locks. Oh, no, wait a minute. Didn't lock up very far. What did you find this morning? Scruffy Nerd, T-Bird, Dunning. I had jacked him. Hey, it was a fun time of my life, man. Been to, oh my gosh. It's those great big half milers or milers, those great big tracks to itty bitty little things. God, they're so much fun. No way. No way, doggy. No way. Holy crap. What a find. I mean, like, holy mackerel. That'd be a crazy find. That'd be scary on so many levels. One, scary by saying, hey, what's this? Holy crap, I hope the cops ain't looking. To, holy crap, I hope the cartel don't come get me. Oh, just kidding. I found stuff like that before. Not like that, though. Like private stashes, per se. In the Walmart parking lot of all... I've always found everything like that in the Walmart parking lot. You'd say, hey, check this out. Somebody lost their joint. A full one. Man, what's that? Oh, somebody lost their... I bet they're going to be missing this. Bones is grounded. Yeah, my first thing was thinking of the cartel. Man, I tell you what, that's some scary shit there. I worked a lot in Texas and even deep south. Where you're right there. I mean, the border's right there. And we got a lot of well, maybe not a lot, but got a lot of Mexican friends, and they're like, just don't look at that, just face forward, don't look over there, and oh my gosh, it could be crazy to think, just some crazy stuff. Coke Bear movie? Never seen that. But I seen a movie that they made a van out of pot. Can I have that hot dog? But yeah, I never seen a Coke Bear movie. There's a movie I've been wanting to see again. It's been a long time since I've seen it. Let me try to think of who was it. I think Tom Cruise. I think it was Tom Cruise. It's all based off a true story where he like fly to airplane and then started running cocaine and pot and all that kind of stuff for Esteban maybe or something like that. I can't remember the name of that movie. Holy crap. Dang, Jim. What the heck is wrong with people? Hicks, what's going on? Yeah, hopefully that wasn't at the racetrack. I've seen some crazy crap going on at the racetrack. Not quite that crazy, but some of it really is crazy. I think it's 12 o'clock in the lunchtime, Saber. What about you? What time is it there where you're at? Welcome, Saber, by the way. He was causing trouble. Wow. That'd be cool, Bones. Doggy Bones. I found a pistol one time. Well, I was probably 12-ish and went to the river to go fishing, and there was a pistol on the ground, so I packed it home, and then showed my dad. I don't know what, from what all I know is he says, holy crap, that's blah, blah, blah's gun. So I can't remember who it was, but blah, blah, blah lost their gun. I'm assuming blah, blah, blah got it back. Oh, yeah, I bet, Jim. That'd be, that would make you quite upset. How is Hicks today? You want to see my new blank Hicks? I did save that one pink blue one. It's not, I mean, it's going to work fine, but I don't know. I'm still giving it away, but it'll still work. It's just not, I guess it kind of just gives it character. It doesn't look real bad, I guess. Yeah, I'm waiting for the story. I'm waiting to hear what happened, Tom, or how'd that even come about. Watched a guy one time at the racetrack, watched another guy wreck him, and it was looked on purpose to me. I mean, it don't really matter, but wrecked him, and that guy got so pissed that he grabbed a crowbar, went to the guy's truck that wrecked him, and just started beating the dog snot out of his truck. I mean, it just, he ended up getting banded from that track, or maybe not banded, but he couldn't come back for a while. Deneen sent thumbs up. I keep waiting, Hicks. I keep waiting to see what you do with that honeycomb. You still got that, don't you? Oh, she? Holy crap. Yeah, crazy, crazy, crazy people. Please don't freak out. Don't freak out. Oh, no. Uh-huh. I almost did that the other day, Skeeter. I almost went in and just dropped everybody just to make everybody say, what the heck happened? To be ornery. She was 18. She was a young girl. What the heck? Man, listen to them chickens. Somebody laid an egg. Yeah, I'd say, Tom, that definitely... I think that's a big... I don't know what you'd call it. Big law break. I mean, I know it's already against the law to do something like that, but I mean, I think that's like maybe a felony or something. Oh, I hear you. Oh, I hear you. Skeeter, I hear you. Yeah, that'd kind of blow. Yeah, only positive vibes. For sure. We had some drama in here. I don't know. It's probably been about a week now. Maybe. I don't really remember, but... Yeah, I could see that. That would make you pretty angry, though. It's a good thing you got a cool head. You might have said, I'm not like me. I don't know. I would try to keep a cool head, but you never know what would happen. They might end up saying, he used his vehicle as a weapon. Yeah, I thought I thought it was a felony. That's what I thought, Tom. Yeah, I know. I'm kind of surprised, Deneen. I don't know. What? Yeah, but I should. Yeah, you're probably right. Eeks. Yeah. Well, let's just pretend, even if you change, don't get me wrong. I might say, hey, you dumb shit, what the hell's your problem? Get your eyes open. But that's about it, when it about half scares you. But other than that, I mean, people do get crazy. Like, what the heck? I have not a clue, T-Bird. Not a clue. Look at my mutt. Mutt's over there just hanging out. All right, oh, no, okay. Woo! Almost went back to there and thought maybe it did. No, Dang. What's crazy is, Tom, what if, technically, if I don't want to try to sound bad or anything, because, I mean, it is kind of would be semi-bad, but let's just say you had one in your pocket, and somebody pulled it on you, but were just bluffing, but you didn't know that they were bluffing. And you said, all right, I'm pulling mine, but I'm not bluffing. That's the bad thing about it is, you know, if you pull it, you might as well not be bluffing. You know, I know that probably sounds bad, but you know, technically you shouldn't do that unless you plan on, you know, squeezing it. West Country, woo! How are you doing? G21, technically 2G21. I don't know what that means. Oh, a deputy did it. Uh-oh. T-Bird's in the car. Look out, road. He's in his Mustang with the top down, listen to the tunes, swerving from lane to lane. Oh. Nice. I can't wait to see what you got, West Country. Is it as good as your last score? I know it definitely, Tom, definitely. It is a bad way to behave. For sure. Because there could be, you know, it says that's just a bad way to do it. Huh. Well, I'll be darned, doggy. That'd be an awesome find. I seen one time, you know, I haven't done it in a long time, but you know, at times a person hitchhikes, you know, and my car would took a dump, and I was hitchhiking back and forth to work till I could get it fixed. And I was walking along and found a knife. You find a lot of cool stuff when you're going along the highways, you know. And I found a knife and said, wow, cool. Not an expensive one, you know, like something you'd find at the gas station, you know, like a $2, $3 knife, a junk one, you know. And said, cool, I found a knife. And it couldn't have been 200-300 yards later, a guy pulled over and said, you looking for a ride? I said, yep. And I got in, and we couldn't have got up to speed. And he started talking about how there's crazy. He was good. I don't know. Made me a little nervous enough that I went ahead and slid that knife on out of my pocket and opened it up. And not in front of him. I mean, you know, just slyly, because I thought, okay, this guy might be going to try something here. Ooh, how do you say that? Maddie's in the house. Apu's Vlog Zone? Welcome, Apu. Yeah, make sure you subscribe, Apu. Hit that like button. Yeah, I could see that, Tommy. That's kind of crazy to do that. That guy, I turned around and said, this is my stop, and he didn't want to let me out. He said, oh, I don't know. You said you were, and I said, no, I'm going to stop here at my friend's first. Oh my gosh, that'd be funny. Brake checking, that can give me road rage right there, Jim. I have a tendency to say, you know, you can eat my bumper. I shouldn't do something like that, but you know, say I'm okay with this. Or you called it pawn. Is that how you say it? Pawn or pone? Pawn, probably pawn. Yeah, I learned how to hit. My uncle taught me how to hitchhike when I was probably 7, maybe 5. I'm gonna say 7. Yeah, people are super crazy, Tom. Super crazy. Pone. Called it pone. That's cool. Yeah, I haven't done it in a long time. It's been a while. only really in necessities, you know, and didn't like I did it for travel, you know, just necessity. You walk for miles. I've walked a bunch of miles too, Maddie. A bunch. But I've always been fairly lucky, you know, not have to, I don't know. I don't get too far before I got picked up. Yeah, I can see that, Jim. It still would get me too. Excuse me, when somebody breaks you still hit the brakes. Say, hey, what the heck, you stupid shit. And then say, you do it again. Do it again. I dare you, cuz I'm okay. Well, I don't know who he is upon. What the heck? A poo. Is that how you say that? A poo? You'd have to leave me a message, a poo, and I could check you out. Oh, yeah, as a kid, I had a dirt bike when I was a kid, Tom. Well, I had a bicycle, too. I think I got my first dirt bike maybe 9, I think, maybe, somewhere in there. And that was the end of the bicycle. Sling Addiction, what is happening? I started a new blank today, Sling Addiction. I might be able to cut something out of it tomorrow. I did fiddle fart with it to make it, you know, something new I've been playing with, and I'll have one I'll be able to sell, but I got one that's going somewhere special. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Under the influence and hunting. Yeah, that's pretty careless. For sure, doggy. I wouldn't be okay with that either. Fishing, hey, everything's okay fishing, but yeah, hunting, you know, you're already, yeah, it's a dangerous thing, you know. Oh boy, you had to mention, I could email you about that, Jim. Sweet. You doing that for a reason, Tom? If you are 22 days, sweet, awesome. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'll show you Sling Addiction if you want to see it. It's sitting here behind me. Yeah, I don't know how to. I could email you on that, Jim. Just watch yourself. That's all I'm going to say. You can go from there. Yeah, drama-free zone. Boy, there's some drama there for sure. You're going to miss your Dickie-Doo, Tom. No, it says no. Oh, so does drinking give you high blood pressure? Oh man, what did I miss? I must miss something. Maddie must have said something. I got a really cool one in the house. I was thinking about making a video, Maddie, about maybe doing a waffle on it. I was about 7 years old and it weighs heavy on my cooked brain. I hate to. My brain's coming. I might go insane. And I snap. Yeah, I have a hard time with that, Miss Needle. The sugar. Oh my God, I love the sugar. I drank a lot of. I don't really, Maddie, have them all. They're kind of laying all over now. I got this one that's for sale. That's an HDPE. It's a plastic one. It's like $20. And all I'm gonna do, mainly, I got, what do I got? 3 of these left. I can't, I'd hate to give these away. My plan is to, I've given a bunch of these away, but I'm about out. And sell these now. They're awesome, really, by the way. It's some of my favorites are these. But if to get some more of this so that I can give more away. Do got this one for sale. It's a red and gray one. It's like $60. Got this one for sale. I'm still in debate about this one, though. That's why I didn't really want to say. I'm still in debate about it, so I kind of like this one. But I'd probably sell it. It's like $60. I'd sell this one right now just because I've had it a minute. Just because I'd like to make another one. Or I might keep it. I don't know. See, I like a bunch of them. I call this the hammer. It's a pinch grip one. I'd go, I don't know, $35 maybe on that. Now I got this one. It's a wishbone. It's carbon fiber with green junk on it. It's not too bad. But I was thinking about doing a raffle on this green. Oh God, it's so pretty. I don't even want to. I hadn't really wanted to mention it because, oh my God, I teeter from wanting to keep it or not. Mike, where's Mike? Mike is making stuff. Woo! What is happening, Mike? Ooh, Daisy May's in the house. Woo! What's happening, Daisy May? You didn't miss me last night, Daisy May. I can't remember when I came on. I was probably on for maybe an hour, and I didn't say much. I was busy and hot. God, if I say, I know it probably sounds really bad. I'd get tired. I was just busy, and I didn't want to. I was listening though. Listen to you. You're playing just different games. Like the pick me game or whatever you want to call that. Yeah, some of them are really pretty, Maddie. Really, all those up there are really pretty. Except maybe the plastic ones. They're maybe not real pretty. But they're something you don't have to be real careful with is what I like of the plastic ones. And you drop let's say a pretty one on the ground, I cringe. It's like, ugh, did I chip it? Did I dent it? Did I scrape it? Thanks, Grumpy. And on the plastic ones, heck, you don't even have to care. Y'all stay safe going inside. Take it easy, Tom. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. Thanks for stopping in, Tom. You're always welcome here. I hope you have an awesome day, man. Yeah, it's kind of, there's another guy. He's been working with, Boy Scouts and 4-H and getting them into slingshots. And man, I'd love to get some more of this plastic stuff. I'd like to send him. The plastic stuff's like $30 a sheet. Well, I don't know. I can't remember what shipping is. Probably another $11, $12, $15, something like that. But I'd love to buy another sheet of it and then just cut up. I can't remember how many I could get out of it, but just cut up a whole bunch of them and send them his way for them kids, Yeah, all goods, Bones. Yeah, might have oil black cuck, maybe. I know. Well, I don't have silver right here, black cuck, but just maybe a mile, maybe 2 miles. It might be 2 miles. There's a little creek right behind me. You go right, well, it's kind of dry. It's buried in the rock right now, but it runs all the time. So if you dig down in the rock, it's there. There's a little creek here, and then there's another one back that way, and that has lead and silver in it. I've got some lead I found from it. 603. Woo! What's happening? 603. Hawk, what's going on? How's Hawk doing today? Not doing too bad here, Paul. I called you Paul just because I saw pirate. Not too bad, 603. I'll just stay with that. How about you? Yeah, Black Cook. Make sure you hit that like button. Hit that like button. I think you've been in here before. His name seems real familiar. You were in here just the other day, I was thinking. Man, I tell you, if I ever sprung oil here, I'd be doing the happy dance. That is for sure. Oh, West Country splitting? God, I must have missed it. Oh, all right, Ian. I hope you and the missus have an awesome dinner. And I hope your day went well. Can't wait to see what you come up with. I don't know if you guys follow West Country, but holy mackerel, they find some really cool stuff. Oh my gosh, yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right, doggy. There's probably a lot of gold there. I found some gold when I was out in Oregon. Not a whole bunch, you know, but it's sure fun when you're just kind of dinking off at the creek or river or whatever they're called and camping, enjoying the weather. It's kind of fun to look for it. And then here, I just found the lead that supposedly has silver in it. I don't really know, but that's the rumor. I haven't never melted it down. It's still just in real raw form. Oh, sweet, Jim. That's awesome. Oh my God, some of them can be super crooked. So crooked that they say, hey, you got oil on there and we're willing to buy this whatever. If you say no, they'll drill sideways. They'll go to the land next door and then drill sideways. And basically, in my opinion, steal it. In the dumpster mines? You mean what do they call that? Spoils? No. In the cast-off parts? I don't know what a dumpster mine is. Or are you meaning like electronics or something? Oh, okay, so just stuff. You find stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff in dumpsters. It's probably been 25 years ago or so. I was at a gas station and went to throw. I had just junk in the truck, and I said, I'm just gonna pull back to the dumpster and throw junk out, you know. And opened up the dumpster, and holy crap, there was copper wire like you wouldn't believe. I definitely got rid of the trash that was out of the truck, out of the back, and then I don't remember how much copper all of it. I took it all. I was like, woo! I'm in the money. Never did sell it. I still got it, but Bessie. I'm digging the new logo, Bessie. That's pretty slick. Yeah, I know. What is up with that, T-Bird? What is up with that? But yeah, there's always other cool stuff in the dumpsters too. A lot of cool stuff in there. Ooh, sweet. That's awesome, Bazzy. I'm sending some of them out Thursday. Well, when I say some, I only got one. Well, I mean, I got a bunch of the same sticker, but only one style. Maybe I'll do a sticker swap with you. That's another thing my uncle taught me. I mean, I'm like a little kid and he's teaching me this crap. But it's just some things. You know, he said, hey, you know, you can never go hungry. He says, and I'll tell you how, you go, when you're in town, you go to any McDonald's, any of these Pizza Huts, any of these places, just go to their dumpster. And he said, there'll be, because they throw it out all the time. And he says, so you'll never go hungry if you, you know. And it's like, hey, that's kind of good to know, really. Sweet, Bazzy. Yeah, I'll do a trade with you. If you throw like an extra one in there, so like one for me and an extra one, I can do them in like a giveaway too. You know, if that makes sense. You know, be able to pass them out in a giveaway or something. Oh yeah, that'd be cool to find doggy bones. I don't think I've found stuff like that, but I don't know if it's been real or not. Maybe silver. I've maybe found like silver rings or things like that. Yeah, hit that like button. Sweet, we almost got 40 likes. That's awesome. Awesome. All right, cool, Bessie. No big hurry, whenever. Hey, I bet you're excited. I know when mine was supposed to be coming. Oh boy, I was excited. Saying woohoo. And the same sticker place that I get mine from, I get emails from them saying, hey, we got a smoking deal going on. And it's like, oh, I wish I had an extra $30. I'd buy some. Yeah, it's cool skills, I think. Doggy Bones, really, truly. You know, my uncle taught me a lot of survival, you know, I'll call them survival skills, you know, but maybe not like out in the woods survival types. Well, I mean, he taught me a bunch of that too, but you know, a lot of, I don't know. It's a very, very good thing to know. Oh, wow. 5-inch ones on sale. Last ones I seen, I think they're 3-inch or something. And I almost bought some and then said, ugh. I talked myself out of it because it's like, yeah, I better not. You know. Ooh. Awesome, Maddie. That's awesome. I got a sticker. I got some stickers in the mail. It was last week. I need to make a video on that too. Alan probably is going, hey, I ain't seen my darn stickers. And Grumpy, I tore apart. Well, I cleaned the bench off because I thought, okay, they must be here. I hadn't found that envelope yet. Grumpy sent me some stickers, and then they're cool looking. I thought, okay, and I set them. They're around here somewhere, but it's hard saying where I could have sat them. You know, I'm kind of a scatterbrain at times. Yeah, real life survival. That makes lots of sense. You know, you really think about it. You know, they're always throwing that stuff away. That's still good stuff. I mean, you know, it's just not sellable, I guess, to them, you know. So, I mean, if you're in a pinch, you know, no problems. So I've never worried about a lot of stuff. I learned a lot of cool stuff when I was younger. Oh, I better push this button just in case. Choom, 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 choom. Yeah, okay. Bay Area transparency, just come on. Yeah, hit that like button. I seen something nifty the other day. I don't know if it was a state thing or what. This guy was he was doing an audit, and he's asking for, I won't be able to get this right because, I just watched it, so it's kind of new to me. But basically, for a teacher to teach, they have to take a class on our constitutional rights and morality or something, and they have to get a certification, and then they have to, no matter what they are, no matter what teacher they are, have to talk about it at times. I don't know when or how, and if they don't, they can get their certification revoked. And if they get that certification revoked, they get their whole teaching certificate revoked, according to wherever this guy was at. And I was like, wow, I'm going to have to look into that. Oh, wow. That's awesome, Bones. That'd have been a heck of a find. The niftiest one I found was like a little gold ring. Or not a gold ring, a little silver ring. It's really cool. It's too small for my wife's finger, though, or fingers. But we still kept it. But it's really kind of neat. I can't remember where I found it, though. It's been a long time ago. Most of the cool stuff I find is just junk, scrap copper or some sort of trash that I think handy or something. Nothing of real value. Maybe like an old junky pocket knife or something. I know it is, Bones. Last I looked, it was 40 something, I think. 43-ish or something. I can't remember. It's been a minute since I looked at it. Maybe it might have been a week or so ago, but yeah, it's moving up. I'd love to see it hit 50. Or more. Gold is moving up too. It was like at 4,200 or something. Don't quote me there. I can't remember. All I know is it went up probably about $1,000 or better. Jay fishing! Woo! You out fishing today, buddy? Please tell me you're out having fun fishing. Wow, Maddie. That would have been awesome. Super awesome. 37. As we speak, 37. Whew. That's pretty good, man. Really. Oh, no fishing today. No. No. Yeah, it definitely fluctuates a little bit, Bones. I definitely wouldn't want to get rid of any silver right now. Silver nor gold. I'd hold on to that. Really, any kind of metal. Well, except maybe steel, But definitely not silver or gold. It might save a guy's bacon someday. Maybe, you never know. Oh my gosh, what is he bothering about? When he gets to talking, it makes me worried that, the hawk got a bird or something over there and he's seeing it. Turkey don't normally talk like that unless something's going on. Yeah, hit that like button. We're one away from 40. One away. So close. 33. 33 as we speak. Yeah, I couldn't remember what it was. Yeah, that's up there, man. I mean, truly. It makes me wish that, let's say, back in the 90s, I bought a crap load of it, Maybe even earlier, but definitely in the 90s, it was still only I can't remember what it was, a few $100. Wasn't this high, that's for sure. And it'd be tempting, if a guy had some, to say, ooh, could make some money there, but, you still wouldn't want to get rid of it. If you had some, you wouldn't want to get rid of it. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It was about $250 back then. Wouldn't that have been awesome to, granted, $250 was worth some money still back then, but been awesome to buy, I don't know, as much as you could, MG Crafting. Woo! What's happening? How have you been? How'd the craft show go? I think the last time I talked to you, you were going to a craft show. Yeah, and silver back then, Jim, was probably like $5. I don't know really what it was, but it was probably like $5. Man, I wish I'd have bought a monster box back then. 2-3 monster boxes. Bake's in the house. Man, those are some awesome cars, Baked. Like, dang. Those some really pretty cars, buddy. Ooh, sweet. I knew you'd do good. Sweet. I bet you're a happy camper. Going dun 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 dun. Yeah, for sure, Jim. People say, what would you do if you went back in time? Buy a whole crap load of silver and gold. Could have dumped all my money in it, every dime. I'd have lived off of beans and rice. Bought it all. Every darn thing. YouTuber censorship ruined my fun? What's that mean? What's that mean? Yeah, it's sad to hear you're not feeling well, though, crafting. But awesome that you did really well. That makes my day. Yeah, a bunch of jalopies. They're all awesome, though. I love cars are really cool. I love cars. And no, not what I put baked. The ones that smell good. Can't make jokes anymore. How come? So they tell you can't or something? I don't know exactly. Oh. I got you, doggy. Yeah, that didn't make sense, really. I wish I had more of that stuff, too. I don't know, maybe 500-600 pounds, maybe. I know that's a lot, but that's not. Oh man, when I was a kid, my grandpa had a construction company. My one grandpa, well, when I say construction company, it was really only him and a couple guys and me when he needed the extra. He was small, just small. He did small jobs. Well, still fairly big jobs, but not a giant company. And he got a bid for a nuclear plant. And they were cleaning out their low radiation dump because the government made a new rule that said that anything coming from a nuclear plant had to go to a special radiation dump. I mean, when a low radiation dump is like office supply crap, it's crap that has no radiation in it. Yeah, more money for supplies. That's what I work for. It's just more stuff to make more stuff. And holy crap, it was the freaking awesomest thing in the world, doggy. We'd cut in, it was with a dozer and a dump truck. And we just had to haul it. We'd take turns dozing it up and loading it in the truck, and so we just take turns who did what. And we stumbled upon when they did a shutdown and did, oh my God, copper wire, and I mean like chunks that were, oh my God, I don't know. Well, I'd probably be exaggerating when I say about the size of a baseball. It wasn't quite that big, big chunks though. I mean like, holy crap. And oh my God, that when we stumbled upon that, and big, we used the dozer to cut them, to cut the chunks off. And then would kind of slide it over to the side and then scoop, on the truck last. And then we'd swing by our farm, and throw out the chunks and then take them to the train depot place that you had dumped on so they could haul it off. In other words, holy crap. You talk about a score. It was awesome. So awesome. Hundreds of pounds. I mean, oh my God. Oh, it was awesome. And I was always surprised. We were really confused because it's like, and we threw away so much because you couldn't grab it all. There was just so much. Are you talking to, what did it say? Black? It was black, wasn't it? Black dog? No. Black Duke, maybe. Yeah, hit the like button. 41! Woohoo! Dun, 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 dun. That's awesome. Yeah, copper T-Bird. I love copper. I love copper. I love aluminum. I like steel too, but, it's harder to mess with. But I love copper and. But yeah, when you did that job, holy mackerel, it was a good bonus. Good. I even got a cut of the bonus, Not the lion's share, of course, but I got a cut of the bonus. It was awesome. It's me, backyard bozo. Ghost is in the house. Woo! What's happening, Ghost? Yeah, I bet. I bet they about crapped, doggy. Like I said, I end up, it'd been a long, long time ago. I can't remember when it was, but we had most generally we'll drive the wheels off a car or a truck. When we get done with it, it is literally ready for the junk pile. And so, I've never been one much for just hauling a car in. I'll cut it up. For one, if it's all proper, they'll pay you right. If it's not a proper junkyard or scrapyard, whatever you want to call it, I call everything a junkyard. They'll pay you, X amount for tin, X amount for cast iron, X amount for X amount clean, if it's all processed, And I remember there's another guy around here, and that's, so I'm kind of a weird scrapper, I don't. If I was to scrap that lawnmower, I'd pull the motor off, or the engine. Sorry, I'd pull the engine off and then scrap the tin, and they'd most generally give you tin price for the rest of that junk. Then you get more if you just carried the block in by itself, but they'd give you dirty aluminum price. But if you strip, the flywheel off and pull the crank out, then they'll give you clean aluminum price and then give you iron price for the rest. And I remember this guy was making fun of me. He's like, I don't know why you're cutting that car off. It was real easy. You just take Sawzall, I don't know why you're stripping that car off. They're paying $250 for them cars. And I said, yeah, I know. Pretty awesome. Yeah. Heck, I got over $250 for just the car cut up, and I didn't sell any of my aluminum or the copper. He looked at me all stupid when he said, all that work. It's like, it really wasn't that much work. He was like, and I said what I got for that car, and he's like, oh. Just a working, huh? Hey, what was your shed count for the year, bozo? Hey, take it easy, Maddie. Hey, Maddie, I did turn on your premiere yesterday, and then I hit the like button, but then I moved because I was doing this live, and then all of a sudden the noise went off, and I was like, what the heck? It was like only a 3-minute deal. I was like, oh, I should have typed in something while I was still alive. I thought I didn't, so I didn't mean to miss it. I did watch it later, but so I was kind of there live, sort of. 7, sweet. 7 is awesome. Awesome. That's a good score. Good score. I don't know if you guys have ever checked out Bozo's channel, but holy crap, does he got some animals there. I mean, like, wow. Huh. Yeah, on appliance, I'll strip them out too. They have, well, I don't know about now. Now they kind of changed a little bit, but back in the day, you know, they had silver in them. All the contact points are silver, so I'd pull all the knobs out. They never got the knobs. I'd pull it all out. He didn't get any? Oh, man. I was sure he'd at least get a couple. And still charge the same weight as trash. What the heck? Isn't that crazy? That's so crazy. So crazy. I don't know. I can't haul anything in like that. My grandpa in the winter, he would do scrapping too, and literally, and nothing went like that. I mean, it was all separated, all of it. Even like you got your starters and alternators, we'd throw them in a wood fire or throw them in a fire, and then strip the copper off of them. Throw the aluminum in pile. One time I worked, this a long time ago. I learned how to do body work a long time ago, and so I worked for some different body shops, and worked for this one body shop. And it's just because I grew up around this that dig dang dog. I have a hard time throwing. I don't know, like I can't throw aluminum and steel together. I just can't do it. Can't throw a little copper in. It's got, to me, it's separate piles. And at this body shop, I did the same thing. I throw the radiators, you know, transmissions, everything kind of went in their own pile, you know. Of course, tin just went where tin is and so forth. And I met a guy and said, hey, shop that I work for, they wouldn't let me do it. Shop I work for wants to haul off their scrap metal. And I said, I know you're a scrapper. He called himself a scrapper. And his idea of scrapping and my idea of scrapping are far from the same. But he showed up at the shop, and I was kind of proud. I was like, oh, man, this guy's going to make some bank. I mean, some bank. And he showed up, and I said, the tin pile's over there. You might want to load that up, because, I mean, it's a full load. Tin pile's full load. And I said, all the cast irons over here. And that guy goes, what the hell do I care about that? And just started throwing. I mean, he'd throw a hood in and then throw a aluminum radiator on top. And he's like, oh, I ain't wasting my time with that shit. I'll be getting $1,000 for this load. You waste all your time separating out this metal. That's stupid. I'll just haul it there and just dump it out and then give me my money for weight. I thought, holy crap. I got a trailer loaded just pert near nothing but aluminum, you know, and I was so pissed, you know. A lot of people don't know about aluminum coolers in the freezer. Yeah, I know it. Yeah, I save all that stuff. You know, it's more money than tin work. You know, I mean, last I checked, it was like 19 cents a pound for sheet metal or tin. Did you learn it? It was called, I had grandparents and that did work, and they said, by God, boy, you're going to come work now. but I still got a pacifier. I don't give a crap. Here's a shoo, psh, get to work. Shoo, psh, you want to eat, right? Shoo, psh. That's somewhat no joke, you know. All my different voices. Do I make different voices or something, Nadine? But yeah, that's in my lockup. That's funny. No, it's just different stuff, Jim. I learned just had wanted to learn things. I'm a weird person. Wanted to learn things. Like I've worked building buildings, all the way from houses to commercial buildings, just to learn how to do those type things. One thing I cannot stand is concrete. I, had to do that for my grandpa, and I hated it. It sucked real bad. Oh, I bet Bones or Doggy, I, I won't do that. I don't even take it. If I go to the junkyard, I don't even. I won't mix unless it's like little piles of something. I will not even mix it. I'll just take in my steel and say that's all I got, so that they don't try to pull shenanigans on me. And then later, let's say if I haul in anything else, then I'll separate it like that. If I take in a refrigerator or something, they're not getting anything. They're getting the shell. What? I don't know. I had different voices. That's terrible. I better watch one of these things again or something. Oh yeah. Yeah, I was raised on a farm, Jim. Literally, we raised corn and green beans. Or not green beans, soybeans. That was my one grandpa. He had an electronics store, and it was a farmer. And then my other grandpa was a construction worker and a logger, and then did scrap metal and stuff like that too. But so that was growing up. I was disking fields by 9 years old, just running a tractor disking fields, walked beans, you name it. If it had to do with a farm, raising pigs, cattle, the hay. God, I hated hay. 60-pound freaking hay bales. God, those things suck. Throwing a lot of it though, hay and straw, and then heavy equipment. My grandpa had heavy equipment, so I learned how to do that. Cutting trees. Oh God, it was hard work. And then when I got older, then tried to learn other things. Agree. You hope you're not making fun of me, Duneen. Of course, you'd be lucky. I wouldn't know which one would be you. You'd be saying, "No, it's her." She'd be going, "No, it's not. It's her. No, it's her. It's her. It's her. It's her." I'll just chase you both down. Yeah, Green Acres is the place to be, for sure. For sure. I was so country. My friends would say, "Hey, you want to go swimming?" I'd be like, "Heck yeah, I can't wait." "Where are you going?" "I'm going to the river, man." "Where do you think we're going?" "We're going to the pool." "Pool? Okay, I'll go." Blech. This place sucks. I'm going back to the river. Yeah, I've cut a crap load of beans. Or weeds out of the beans. It's a big job every year. And tasseling, another crappy job. I hated that with a passion. God, that really sucked. Yeah, I really miss it, Jim. To be honest, you had a lot of good stories. Fun time, really. I know, Deneen. I know you were just not being mean to me. Yeah, thank God I'm a country boy. That's a good song, too. Yeah, chlorine. That's for the birds. Rivers and ponds for me. Oh, yeah. I won't go to a city pool. When I was a kid, it had been there, I don't know, couple dozen, I don't know how many times. And Would never go again. Oh my God, yes, the worst, Jim, the worst. Heck, I did that pert near till I was probably 30 years old, Jim. Okay, I've had a lot of, some friends are still farmers, and some friends say, "Hey, man, could you got any time to help me?" Sure, let's do it. Ugh. Fun. About the first 15 bales, maybe, and then you're going, "Holy crap!" No, you might get more than 15, when you're going, "Hey, we got to do 1,000." Ugh. You just keep throwing. Yeah. Oh my gosh. And you'd be pouring sweat, and then all that alfalfa or whatever, it'd be getting on you, and then it just starts itching. And you're like, oh my gosh. My favorite was the straw bales, though, or maybe not my favorite, but they were always seemed to be lighter. Big old alfalfa bales, man, they're heavy. After 100 of them, you're going, crap. You'd look at the field and say, hi, we got so many more. Still fun, though, I guess. When you look back now and you say, hey, I wouldn't mind doing that again, you help somebody and you say, what the heck was I thinking? I'm too old for this. Yeah, did the same thing, doggy. Heck, probably by 9 or so, I owned my own pigs. Had my own cows. I mean, I just pay. I never got paid. Well, I can't say never got paid, but like if you were doing, let's say walking beans or something, and there was crews, I got paid. I got paid working on the construction with the other grandpa, no matter what. But disking fields or planting or harvesting or any of that stuff, you just did it to eat, so to speak, and room and board. But you did if you took care of animals, you would get a piece of it, so to speak. So probably, I don't know, in 10, 11, 12 or so, I had quite a few of my own pigs, quite a few of my own cows. Yeah, I got paid by not starving. Uh-huh. That is exactly. I'm not kidding when I said, you want to eat, right? Get back to work. Uh-huh. Yeah. You really thought, well, you grab that straw bale and you go to heaving that and say, whoa, I threw that over the damn trail, the the hay rack. What the heck? But still, after about 100 of them, you're going, oh boy, these are getting heavy again. Well, that's awesome, Bake. Get to work. But yeah, them barns, oh my God. Especially when you get clear to the top and you're scooting them in. Oh my God, as they get hot. Holy mackerel. Oh my gosh. When I was a kid, I used to make the foreman just, oh my God, he'd get so mad. I never did break that habit though. But oh my God, when we had a farm foreman, and oh my God, he'd get so mad when we were cutting beans. I loved when we'd finally get to volunteer corn, because we had a corn knife. We didn't use hooks. We used, some farms use hooks and some use knives, and we used knives. And some farms wouldn't allow you to, like, I didn't just work for ours, work for anybody that needed, and I get paid there too. But I'd take that corn and you'd chop it down low, and then you'd hold on to the leaves and then hold your corn knife like if you're holding your handle, but I'd hold it with my left hand. But so you'd hold your knife, the blade aiming towards you, and you could tilt the blade like this, and then hold the corn stalk in this hand and swing it towards your blade, and then you'd use your blade to cut the chunk off, and you'd tip your knife to shoot it. You could aim, basically. Oh, this is so much fun. I'd get in so much trouble. The foreman would be like, oh, he'd come to pile him, and he'd be keeping an eye on me, making sure I didn't throw none, and then I'd be sneaky and throw some leaves in my pocket, to drag the stalk along. get further out, be pulling them off and shooting them at people. Oh, it was fun. Yes, I never really got hit. I've seen people get cut with a knife or with a hook, though. I've never seen anybody get hurt with a knife or corn knife, whatever you call it. No, I meant when we were walking beans. We had a combine too. We didn't pick corn that way. We didn't pick it that way. Just cleaned out the weeds. We cleaned out the weeds. So we'd have like volunteer corn, sunflowers, like switchgrass, or what do they call it? Sugar cane? No, they don't call it sugar cane. What the hell do they call that? Just whatever weeds, whatever was on a bean, you'd go, and then when my dad took over the farm, they started using a Roundup, and then eventually, everything just came Roundup ready, and you didn't even have to use like a rope system or whatever. I don't know how you really want to call it, but you just spray the dang field, and that was the end of that. Poor hillbilly. Oh, I still got a corn knife, man. They're fun. No way. Does it really, Bones? Hey, thanks, Deneen. Oh, my gosh, I should be splitting. Reminiscing about farm work. God, that used to be fun. Even this, it didn't seem like fun then, Oh, yeah, and milkweeds. Yeah. Nature's toilet paper. So soft. Yeah, we had a lot of milkweeds. Had to do milkweeds. Yeah, good times. Good times. Sure kept you busy, that's for sure. But when you got to play, holy mackerel, did you play hard. You play hard. It finally just, I don't know, maybe as a couple years ago, I finally got where the rain and when it rains, you can't do construction when it's raining, and you can only do certain amounts of farm work when it's raining. Take care of the animals, basically, and so rain days were always play days. And I still really ain't out of the habit, it rains, and I want to go outside and go running around, Yeah, me too, Jim. Those are some awesome memories. Awesome memories. I remember there was he was a football player in our high school. And, we were friends, But he was like, said, hey, you guys, when you do hay next, I need some extra money. It's like, well, good deal. It's next week, man. Come on, Oh, my God. He had big muscles, too. Well, as a kid, He had high school. He had big muscle, big kid, and good God, I couldn't believe how he couldn't do no hay. It's like, how the heck, you can lift all these weights. How can you not do this? You got some skinny kid like me could throw, you had to throw him all day, and good God, he couldn't throw. I was just really amazed at that. Still shocks me, really. Yep. Yeah, that was cool about them milkweeds, wasn't it? How they do that. And sticky. Oh my God, they're sticky. So when you touched it, it'd be like glue almost, like rubber cement. So sticky. That's an itchy job too, walking beans. tasseling corn. Decent job, though. Yeah, he did it. Yeah, he did it all. It was crazy. He did never again. Never again. He said, "Oh hell no, I'm not doing that ever again." It's like, why? It's too hard. It's like, yeah, it is a little hard, you know. It's like, no. So he wimped out one time. Wimped out. Well, I didn't have a choice. The only time I had choices when it was other farmers, you know. So you didn't have to go help them, you know. Yeah, it is, Jim. It sure is. And your jeans. When you start getting tired and you start using your legs, it can be hard on your jeans. It gets, boy, you sleep well after hay day, that's for sure. And then dread it when you're going, dang, you gotta do it again tomorrow. Ugh. I can't wait till this is over. And then it's not but a few weeks later, maybe 3 weeks. It's not too much longer. It seems like the next day, you're cutting again. Though I liked cutting and raking and baling. I liked that part. That part was always real fun. Hated the picking up or dragging them out of the baler. Hated when you had to be the one getting on the back of the. We did a lot of circling though. You know, somebody would be up stacking them as they got higher, as you threw them up. You might be running the tractor or however, you know. Yeah, definitely a must. Definitely for sure. Good times though. You had permission to go to every pond in the county, so you're never shy on fishing holes. Yeah, but them bones, then my other grappa would kick you in. Like if I wasn't farming, I had to be working construction. They like shared me. At least I got paid though, but they'd share me. And then when winter came, you would think, I get to do nothing but trap, you know. So I trapped when I was younger. And so you'd trap in the morning real early, and then anytime when you weren't in school, so if there's any holidays or anything like that, you're off in the timbers, skidding logs, you know. And so it was logging or, you know. Yeah, they didn't for me either, Bones. They didn't for me either. I don't think I had one of those till I was probably 21. And yeah, I did have a trapping license though. You had to have that to turn them in. And then but I didn't get one of them till about 17 because I had my friend's dad. My friend's dad did it, and then he'd turn around and he'd turn them in for me. And then finally I ended up getting one, but yeah, they probably do call it. I know it's funny listening to some of those kids now going, and it's like, holy crap, you'd have died in my time. Just died. It's funny. We ate well though. But yeah, I'm glad I was raised that way, that's for sure. 27 when you first got yours. Yeah, I think when I first got mine is because I went out of state with a friend to go fishing and had to get one then. And then it might have been closer to 27 when I got my first real hunting license. Because I was at another state and with another friend, and we were going to go deer hunting there. Heck, where I grew up, you just go out, you lived on the farm. You know, it's just like here. Yeah, they're right here, just right there. What's up, Z? How's Z doing? I expect I should be bugging. Hey, Z, I'll show you my new. Oh, yeah. I never was a big fan of carp, but we had a neighbor that we never threw them away or turned them loose. We'd always take the carp to him, and he smoked them. And so he'd give, well, whoever brought fish over, if you brought him enough, he'd always give you smoked fish. And so I always took him the carp. There's the new one, Bones. I wish you could see the sparkles in it. It's probably still tacky on this side. You probably can't see the sparkles. It's sparkly, though. And I don't know what it's going to look like inside. I haven't cut it yet. This side had some big pinholes, so I covered it in. You can probably still see some, but there's a spot. You can see where it's a little low. So I put a little bit of resin over the top of it. It's just tacky. But it is pretty good. I just didn't like the bones, but I do in the carp, but they do taste good. And they're really good when they were smoked. Oh my God, that was good. Yeah, as a kid, like little kid, I used to go seine and minnows and use some of them. I sold them. You'd just take them home and put them in a stock tank, and then you sold them to fishermen and crawdads. And then there was people, I grew up on the Missouri River, and so there was like guide fishing people. And yeah, I'd take some of the little minnows, like they'd buy big chubs. The littler minnows you'd sell to different people, but they'd buy all the big chubs you got. And then I would take the little minnows and go fish for bluegill. And so you'd go fish for crappie and bluegill, and you get to eat whatever you wanted to keep. But then you'd fish for the little bluegill, which were actually pretty big bluegill. And then they'd buy the bluegill and to go fishing. Oh yeah, catfishing. Yeah, we had a catfish pond. That's all it was in. It was catfish. Channel cat. How did he like them? Okay, what did I miss? Share Bear! Woohoo! Share Bear's here. That's okay. A little sparkly. Oh yeah, it is a little sparkly. There is little sparkles. The red and the blue is sparkly, and then there's little purple sparkles in it. Yeah, it kind of does look like stained glass. It'd be kind of neat to see what it looks like cut open. Yeah, oh my God, catfish. Sean, woo! Yeah, I did trout too. I didn't really like trout. I make, I won't say a bunch, dozen probably, trout. Maybe it's just the way I cooked her with, just a little too fishy for me. So I didn't, the carp, would you light them? The carp. I don't know. If you're talking about that old guy, I don't know how he did. He had this smoker thing. I just gave him to him whole. I didn't have to clean him or nothing. Just take him to him whole. There's another old lady. Her husband had died, and they're older people, and they lived more like settlers. I mean, but they were old, so they probably lived in that settling time. They lived. A lot of their food was wildlife, and man, I did a lot of hunting for her. When her husband died, her boys wouldn't do it. They didn't want to, and she was always, well, I wouldn't say begging, but saying, "Oh man, please, anybody, whatever you want, lady, I'll take anything." All right, here's a bunch of rabbits. Here's pheasants, deer, too big for crappie and bluegill. That's probably my favorites, is crappie. Well, I don't know. I kind of like catfish too. Bluegill, they're good too. I like them all. I like fish. Though, I wasn't a real big fan of bass either. So I don't really never target them. And then when I do get them, I just throw them back. Don't really like them as much. Yellow belly catfish. I don't know what that is, doggy, but I like flathead. Oh, you don't like the taste of deer? I like the taste of deer. But when I'd hunt deer, I don't go for horns. I mean, even if they're big uns, I don't go for horns. I always try to go for the yearling. So even when it comes to a doe, I try to pick something that, I don't know, doesn't look the best, I'll say. You know, I like hunt like I'm looking to breed animals, say, well, that one's not breedable. It doesn't look perfect. So I get that one. I don't look for sick ones, but if you see a young one that's got screwed up horns or something, that'd be the only time I horn hunt, is if I'm going, that I don't want that passed on. So I'll get that one. Oh yeah, halibut. I like halibut. I like a lot of ocean fish. I've been wanting, I haven't, well, someday maybe. I was always going to raise, they're a cichlid, but what do they call them? Tilapia. I'd always thought about raising tilapia. But I think it's against the law in my state. So I might have to stick with, let's say, raising a catfish if I raise any fish. I just never have built the tanks. Lazy, I guess. Oh, I got you, Bones. Yeah, I just flay them right there. If they're big enough to fillet, I just flay them right there. So I just take a cooler with ice in it, and that's it. And they are a little small. That is true. Now on a real pond like a state-run pond, you got to run by their rules. But if it's a private farm pond, you can keep anything you want. Yeah, I like tilapia too. I think that's a real good fish. And that's like a cichlid, I don't know. It's a cichlid breed of a cichlid. So it's like a tropical fish. And they can get pretty big. They're probably like a crappie, size-wise. A big crappie. I have a hard time keeping big fish, too. So, I mean, if they're fairly big, like if I catch me a big old 15-inch crappie or something, I like throwing them right back. Say, yeah, you just keep breeding. Keep growing. Make some more babies. Well, guys, anyway, I better boogie. I've been on here long enough jabbering. What is today? Tuesday. Thursday, I probably won't be on. I'll probably be going to town. I'm hoping to get that blue-pink slingshot done before that. So I don't think I'm going to be able to, though. I was hoping to send it out, but... Oh, it's not, huh? You don't like them. I don't think they're too bad. I like them anyway. I know back in the day, I met a friend, and he made pickled crappie. He made pickled crappie, and it's just raw fish. You just flay them out, cut them in chunks, and then he'd pickle them in. And oh my God, that was good. That's good stuff. Yeah, thanks, Deneen. Hey, I'll I'll get a new one out Thursday for you too. But I'll just insure it, and I'll just send it that way. That way it's tracked, insured, and then nobody could steal it. Odds are that's what happened. Somebody just stole it. Yeah, or that's what I'm saying. Seems like when I send a piece of mail that isn't insured, it never shows up. I might have to look up, see what a yellow belly catfish is. But yeah, catfish, oh my God, yum. So yummy. But you guys take it easy, and I'm sure I forgot a whole bunch of stuff, but I haven't forgot to hope that you guys have a great, awesome day. And I'll catch maybe some of you a little later. Yeah, that's all I got to say about that. Yep, enjoy your day too, Bones. Take it easy, guys. See you later. Goodbye. Goodbye. Have a great day. You got a new compound bow? Don't tell me that's the one you just found? Holy mackerel, that would be pretty darn cool. It's hard not to, when you get something new, to just hold it and touch it and rub it and squeeze it and love it. And that's the one you found? Oh my God, you lucky dog. So cool. Yeah, I like cod too. You know, that could be about my favorite ocean fish too. There's something else I've ate a lot of ocean fish too. No way, it's brand new. Somebody's going, oh man, I can't believe I lost how would you lose that? That's insane. But anyway, yeah, enjoy your new bow. You're gonna rub it and squeeze it and polish it and love it. You'd be like that abominable snowman and the little bunny rabbit. But yeah, take it easy, guys, and later. Hey, thanks for hitting that like button too. We hit 48. Sweet.